Hi all and welcome back to the channel. We're here again today with another World War III video for you. This one today is going to be slightly different with tips, tricks, hints and things you may or may not know. So let's get into it. So more often than not, when you hear the announcer, in my experience anyway, announce, say, enemy airstrike incoming, enemy artillery incoming, enemy UAV, etc., that tends to be in your generic, or like within your vicinity. So the strike could be coming for you, it could be, I don't know, 50 meters away from you, but it's within your general area. You don't, in my experience, get calls from the announcer saying enemy airstrike inbound when it's on the opposite side of the map. Example here.
Enemy airstrike fast approaching.
So, second thing we're going to look at here is to do with classes and the attachment unlocks that come with them. It's maybe really useful for some of the new people to the game. When you unlock a new class as you level up, they tend to come with a new primary weapon and or secondary weapon. When these classes get unlocked, you can see the weapons in them already have attachments equipped to them. This is obviously really useful because it means that you start off at an advantage when using that gun over, say, using it in a different slot or whatever, just so that you can make sure you have those attachments just to help you at the beginning. So my advice, if you want to edit a class, take the primary weapon from a new class that you unlock, if that's what you want to use, that already has attachments on it, change the class around it.
Objective Alpha 2 under attack.
So as you can see, vehicles do take more damage from the rear.
Objective Alpha 2.
This is obviously particularly useful because it means if you can flank an enemy vehicle, you can take it down much quicker.
Under attack. Taking hold of
So,
objective
just for a
Bravo 1.
bonus little hint, tip and things for new players here as well, there is a backpack in the game you'll see in your class. To use this, just hit I by default in-game. It'll allow you to swap out attachments during the middle of the match. So, to do with armoured vehicles, in the vehicle slot of your strikes. Now, obviously, you have different slots here, some being land drones and aerial drones. In particular, we are going to be talking about the actually armoured vehicles here today, and we'll look at the Leo just for the sake of ease. Now, some people do know, I'm assuming most people do, but it's a good thing to cover for new people who are into the game. Armoured vehicles can be upgraded with different chassis and turret armours, making them better against, or better defended against, different types of attacks. Now, obviously, as you can see, these all have their pros and cons really, except the reactive armour at the top, which is just obviously a bit of extra bolstering towards the front of your tank. Whereas the RPG net here covers down the sides, and then the SG armour covers the front and front sides like the reactive armour. Now, you can also upgrade the turret here. By changing this, obviously you can see it gets the different armour type that is the same as the stuff you can put on the front and side of your tank. These, obviously, can be very effective for keeping your tank alive longer. This does also go for tank destroyers, AFVs, and IFVs.
Under attack.
So, another really cool thing about this game and the mechanics in it that you may not know
Approaching.
is that these enemy med bags, ammo bags, and equipment packs and armor packs can actually be used by you. You know it's an anyone because it won't have a marker on top of it, like that one does. When you have a vehicle, you can set it to self-destruct by default by holding H. It will start the detonation. Even when you get out of the vehicle, it'll then blow up. Useful for if the vehicle is stuck somewhere and you cannot get it unstuck. Or you can use it in situations where your vehicle is really low on health and you can't get out, and you could possibly take some infantry down with your vehicle. Or you might even be able to kamikaze your vehicle into a different one. So as you can see, you can shoot the helmets off of enemies there. It also goes for friendlies and goes for obviously yourself as well. So here we are going to look at finally different hit marker types. Flows on well from talking about how helmets can be shot off. Now, as you can see here, you can actually change the color of your hit markers. This is in the settings, gameplay, and then under the hit markers tab. And there are different markers for when you shoot enemies. And here you can really see what they mean. So defaultly, anything that's red is a kill. Defaultly, anything that's white is just a general hit on the body of someone somewhere. Now, this really like dark greeny type color here. This one here is when you hit the head. Head armor, so when you hit the helmet, and armor plate hits are both blue by default. Now, you can also change the hit markers for vehicles. Red by default is destroyed. White is just a general hit on the vehicle. Blue is armor. And then basically the little components on the vehicles, such as optics, the crows, and the APS, are defaultly yellow. Just good to know, and you can change these colours, and you can even change the opacity. And there you have it, guys. There is the tips, tricks, hints, and things you may or may not know about World War III and the mechanics within the game itself. Hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry for the break between the last one and this one. I've been looking after myself and just seeing family over the Easter break. Hope you have all been well. Thank you for all who have been watching my videos, subscribing, liking, commenting, anything else. Please, if you do like the video, do like, subscribe, comment. If you don't like it, leave a dislike, leave a comment down below for what I can improve. Appreciate all of you. Feel free to share these videos if you think they'd be useful to somebody else. Thank you so much. Much love, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.